All right, Poodle. Close your eyes.
I hate doing this, especially
Take-
starting off. This is stupid. Like, you can't. I'm just closing my eyes, and we're doing this remotely.
We get into
No
it.
one, and no one can tell if I'm closing my eyes.
I don't care. Close your eyes.
Fine.
Close them. Okay. Take a deep breath because you might need it for this one. All right. So just imagine. I want you to think about the best dick you probably have had in all of your 30s. Okay. What was his name? Did a name come to mind?
Oh, what? I can't remember his name.
Oh,
I can never
God.
remember any of their names.
Okay. Well, so
No,
close your.
I think it was like Dave. No, Dave, Mark. It was David. Dave.
David or David?
Dave.
So close your eyes.
Yeah.
And imagine Dave. Remember Dave. The way he held you. The way he.
None of that. Kind of threw me around.
Yeah. Well, I was getting there. Looked you in the eye.
Yeah.
Told you were trash whenever he was about to come.
There you go.
All that kind of stuff. Just spit on your face and said, "Pig, pig, pig."
Oh, sweet nothings in my ear.
So imagine that. Remember all of that.
I love when he would talk pretty.
And then Dave leaves, and then a week later, I come over and I say, "You say you have a smile on your face, Maddie. Let's keep your eyes closed." And I said, "Well, yeah." And you said, "Why?" And I said, "Well, God, I had the best sex of my life with this guy named David. Here's a picture," and I show you a picture, and I fucked him. What do you do?
I say, "I'm so happy for you." And then I find a way to systematically murder you within a day. But I think
I wish you the best.
I wish you the best. You know what I think? That I would totally pull a Gary here. I totally would have done this. I was like, "I'm happy for you." No, I think it's great. And
then on the inside, you would be what? I mean, it's
the
different.
thing
We're
is-
talking about a hookup, but
True.
they actually have feelings.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, I would do a similar thing of I'm happy about it. I'm really happy about it. And I would sound really, really hollow and my voice would go a lot higher like Gary's did.
That's what it does.
BDSY. We're going to get into this BDSM/BDSY. Below Deck Sailing Yacht season 4, episode 9.
The Love Boat. That's our theme song from Reality Gaze. If y'all don't get that.
No, it's not. We don't have any trademark violation at all. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah, just kidding.
Edit that out. Some people have said, the Reality Gaze theme song kind of sounds like the Love Boat song.
Not familiar.
Never heard of it.
Not familiar. Okay, I will say we're basically about halfway through, a little bit more, halfway through the season.
This is the halfway point of the season. Yeah. There's going to be probably 8 more episodes or 9 more episodes.
I really like this season because I feel like they've been doing a slow build up to when they show the next season or this season on Below Deck. I was gagged and gooped.
This is a nutso season.
It's a nutso season.
Daisy's sister.
When they said Daisy's sister and Daisy's sister is going to get dicked down by Alex.
I know. Tongue pop.
I mean,
a million tongue pops.
No one wants to fuck Chase but these older women from where he's from because that's all they like there.
That they just care that he's Southern. But oh Lord, someone's taking my jewels. Oh my God, there's the Captain Glenn, there's a jewel thief aboard. What are we gonna do? Someone took my jewels.
Call the police. Call those pesky kids with that dog. They can help.
I tell you what, that woman deserved a cooter punch. Just boom.
What an asshole.
It gives very much like it. The energy it was giving off was country club. These are some of the good ones. You can't find good help these days.
Yes.
It was that energy. And maybe not all of them were like that, but boy, that one.
It was like the real women from The Help, like Bryce Dallas Howard from The Help.
That's her grown up. And it did feel that way.
Or not Bryce Dallas Howard. Who was in the no, what's her name? What's her name?
I can't remember.
That musical about the yes.
But no, I think it was Bryce. No.
Bryce Dallas Howard was the terrible one. Emma Stone, I think, became nicer.
I can't remember that movie.
I saw The Help a long time ago, but I don't remember now.
I don't care. So the idea that anyone, first of all, let's zoom out, shall we? We're on a yacht, a small quarters, and you're already paying a lot of money to be there.
Yes.
Not only that, but there's a reality show filming, and there's cameras everywhere.
You dumb bitch.
What utter nonsense are you like shooting out of your mouth?
Yeah.
And the funniest thing is then someone went, "Don't leave anything out. You know how these people are. They're thieves."
That's exactly. Boy, you sound just like them.
I know these women. Yeah.
Would Mother Poodle, if she couldn't find her jewelry, first of all, she would have never taken nice jewelry.
She would not have.
She because did you grow up where all the women? It's always something I was jealous of, where all the women had their real wedding rings, but then they bought costume jewelry to wear on trips, and I always thought that'd be so fun to buy costume jewelry on trips.
No one did that. Or, you know what? They might have. I just wasn't privy to that information.
Oh, I would sit and listen to all the women talk about their costume jewelry because they buy big old fake cubic zirconias. My mom had one. My Aunt Karen had one.
Really?
Only my Aunt Cheryl. She wore that real fucking Texas diamond. She wore that shit out everywhere. Aunt Peggy even. They all would wear their costume jewelry when they travel because they don't trust people.
There's something that is just extremely quaintly xenophobic about that.
Oh, very. I mean, even when they go to Dallas, they put on the fake ones. No way.
Wow.
Well, they're not going to go down to Sam Moon on Harry Hines Boulevard wearing their natural jewelry or their real jewelry.
Is it that flashy? Was it that flashy?
Not really, no.
Boy. I don't have a lot to say about that. Maybe that's more common than I think. But
I don't know. It's just what I grew up with, but I don't know.
My mother had a diamond, but she, as far as I knew, she always wore it. But it wasn't like huge or flashy. My mother doesn't do flashy jewelry. So
no, your mother's very like Ina Garden chic. Well, not chic, but that's her style.
That's her style. Yeah.
Yeah. Like if your mother could have someone that made her the same shirt every day, she would wear it.
I think she would have, but it would need to have some combination of Disney and leopard print. Like that's.
Wait, your mom likes to wear Disney things?
Yes. I don't know why.
Hold on.
There's this weird combination that I like to call like Disney cougar. That's like she has like a Disney shirt, but there's leather sleeves or leopard sleeves. So it's like a mixture of like a cool Mickey Mouse shirt with a little bit of like animal print.
I did not know this.
It's a very interesting aesthetic. I made fun of it for a while, and now she refuses to wear it in front of me. Because I made so much fun of it.
Boy.
I said I like your like Disney Chico's look you've been going through lately. And I sounded like a fucking bitchy Kardashian daughter, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm positive. You know what?
If she ever because you're making fun of me, Jay Bird.
Well, she comes to LA again. I'll take her to downtown Disney. She'll love it.
She's not even a Disney person. That's the weirdest part.
But all the shops there.
There's something about the brand that she likes.
Oh, Sissy Robin just came alive and wants to meet Mother Poodle now.
Because as far as Disney goes, she could give two shits. As long as her children were entertained, she'd have to hear us for a couple hours.
God, like wearing leopard and Daisy Duck on my shirt.
Basically. But it was that combination of a mixture of a Disney brand that I think she enjoyed. I'm sure that the fact that she'll tell me, well, I never got to see Disney movies. We were too poor to go to the movies.
Okay. Well,
then I had children. And I had to watch those movies, and I had to watch movies I'd never seen.
New to me.
Basically.
Wow. All right, then. Well,
Cheaper, you wanted to leave. I missed the end of Bambi.
Hope they all live. Probably not. Probably not. Wow.
Where was I? Anyway, yeah, this one was a piece of work. Not only did she say, I am very particular about where I put my jewels and my necklace. And the idea that she could not be wrong, and she just assumed these people would take her jewels. And the funniest thing, Daisy's like, so she's basically accusing us of stealing her jewelry.
I don't think Captain Lee would have taken that kindly if someone said that.
No,
I think he would have said something back. Captain Glenn was very Canadian about it. I think Captain Lee would have told them there's...
Yeah, I agree. And if you don't watch the show, guess what? They found them in her little purse. And
Carl, they found my jewels.
I just thought, boy,
this woman is an uppity Carl's wife.
Yeah,
a Karen.
There's nothing that screams white privilege like thinking you're being stolen from on a boat.
On a luxury sailing
yacht being filmed by a reality show.
On a reality show in fucking, where are they? Italy? Where are they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Boy, that is. Okay, y'all, quick announcements. First of all,
although we're 12 minutes in.
First of all, we've already kind of went through it more on full on 90 Day, but Reality Gates Plus, RG Plus is now fully launched, meaning you can go to our socials and look for more information. But the gist of it is we are now on Apple subscriptions.
You press a button.
That's only the $8 tier, though. That's only the middle tier, the tier that we call the whole enchilada, meaning you get all of our audio.
All of our audio content ad-free.
You get for your pleasure.
Cringe tier, Love After Lockup, all the Extreme
Seeking Sisters, fucking Brothers, whatever shows come up on the Cringe, we do. But look, you don't get to be in polls. You don't get basically it's kind of like as our social media manager said, Caitlin, set it and forget it. We don't contact you. You don't get an email from us. You just do it through Apple. It's kind of for those of you who are like, yeah, I like these guys, but I can only take so much of them in my face.
It's like living in America and not voting.
Yes. Yes.
But less offensive.
Less offensive.
A lot less offensive.
Less offensive.
Yeah.
So that's Apple. And now if you're a super sissy on Supercast, it's always been the $5 poo-poo platter tier and the $8 whole enchilada tier. Well, now we have the $15 tier.
Smorgasbord available. Smorgasbord.
Smorgasbord. Oh, that's what we're doing. Smorgasbordy. But it's a video tier. It's a video tier. So you all, I tried it. No one complained. I think it's working. It might change the way we post it.
That's our strategy now.
Yeah.
We tried it. No one complained.
No, that is our strategy. No one complained. So you can jump on all of that. Take a look at that. More importantly, we're going to be having a poll come up for the Bi Curious.
It should be up tonight.
And that's going to be available. We're really trying to make Supercast and Patreon equals. So there will be a poll available for the Super Sissies. Yes. We want to remind you, too, that if you can't, they don't have an app, but if you log on to your desktop of Supercast, you can look. There's a post about the show. If you want to make comments, like other people's comments. We already do that on Patreon, but you can do all that within Supercast, too. So we're going to be better ourselves. We already comment with Patreon, but we're going to be better about commenting with our super sissies as well and joining in that conversation. So anyway, that is there too.
It may actually be a link to the Patreon page, but I'll make it public. So it may be that Supercast does not allow. I'm trying to do a third party way of workaround, but it may be an actual link to a Patreon.
I like that. Just make a public link and then we'll send it to them. Good call.
That's probably the easiest thing because there's not really a good way to make a poll. I was trying to do a workaround of using a different poll site, but that blew up in my face too. So I think I'm just gonna probably do a link.
You usually like things blowing up in your face, as do I. But
mostly men, but
mostly
not other things. Not like bombs.
No, not bombs. Okay, we can move on. I just have one more thing.
I woke up.
Oh, no.
I fell asleep watching Forensic Files, and I woke up to a woman had a Christmas present, and it blew up on her. Someone gave her a Christmas present that was a pipe bomb in the middle of Christmas season. Sorry,
Christmas done, come and gone.
I just thought that was one of the worst things possible.
That's not nice. No, it's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Yes, that's what I watch when I'm going to bed. Forensic Files. Are you happy?
You sound like my mother. So, wow, I don't know where to go from the Christmas bombing.
That's my favorite type of response when we can't figure out how to move on to anything else.
I actually do have something that's probably more disturbing for you to talk about.
Daddy's box?
No, I went to the orthodontist today.
No! And you got them off?
Well, so when you get Invisalign, they put these little clear, I'm sure you've seen these little nubs on my teeth.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So, my brother's calling me. I'll call him later. So they put these little nubs on my teeth, and they took those off. So now I'm just wearing retainers, but they kept on the little metal things because I still have to wear the rubber bands.
Good. More lisping.
And then when he said, and you wear the rubber bands just at night. And I went, no. I'll wear them in the day. I said, I can wear them during the day. I'm happy to do that. Especially even when I'm podcasting, I can
call him.
And he said, no, I don't want you to wear them in the day because that's too much. You need to just wear them at night. And I went, damn it.
I can your voice actually sounds somewhat normal. Somewhat.
So I'm not wearing the retainers right now because I'm having coffee. But so I was a little disappointed, but I will tell you this. I'm getting new retainers next week that are made by them. He said they'll be a little thicker, so it might be a little harder to get used to talking at first. So I think next week's going to be really great. I'm excited.
I'm going to have to get a sub. I won't be able to listen to that. How your speech is so wet. That's the most disturbing part about it.
Because I have too much salivatory glands.
Again, just talking about that makes me nauseous.
All right.
They're going to take that extra chamber in your neck out. So
they are. I'm excited. And then y'all just remember, we're going to take a vacation on the week of July 4th. So there won't be a Below Deck that week. Whatever happens that week, we will catch up about it. Get you up about it the week after.
Yeah. The only thing will be, I think, catching up. I don't think there's if there's any Patreon or Reality Gaze.
You know what?
Reality Gaze Plus content.
There might not even be Below Deck that week, actually, because July 4th is on Tuesday, and I could see Monday and Tuesday content not.
Yep, I agree with you. We'll see
that week. We'll see.
We'll see.
Any other? I think we're good. 20 minutes in. Let's start. Well, we kind of one of my big tea bags was Jewelry Gate
thing. Yeah.
Well, can we talk about this lead up in the beginning? Sorry, I'm just jumping in, but the way they did the 2 seasons ago, and then first that, especially I hadn't seen 2 seasons ago, so to see when they had met,
it was kind of cool. Yeah,
this felt epic.
Well, what they're trying to show you is, for those of you who don't have a ton of history with Gary, Colin, and Daisy, is say it is quite storied because Colin always had a girlfriend, And
Always.
the lament for all the women on the boat where Colin's got a girlfriend, and then he'd break up with them during the charter season, and he'd get another one, and he'd be back, and he'd be stuck. And y'all, Colin's unleashed this season, and we're finally, I think, gonna get to see player Colin, who I think has always been there. He's just never been able to be on the field, as it were.
Yes.
A little inside baseball. Colin and Daisy several weeks ago unfollowed each other on Instagram.
Oh.
Yeah, that was some tea that the sissy sent me.
Well, maybe this is going to be, because you know what this reminded me of? It reminded me of, because the way they laid it out was basically, it's always was Ross and Rachel. It was always about Ross and Rachel. And then in that, either the last season or the second to last season, they tried to make Joey and Rachel work. And that was awful. Oh God, y'all.
In what universe?
Oh,
I have a feeling that even like if you ask an amoeba, like just crawling through a pool, what do you think of Joey and Rachel together? Not buying it.
Thank you. That was terrible.
You, amoeba.
Thank you, Amoeba. Those are the only episodes of Friends. There's like 5 episodes that I skip. I just couldn't handle that.
Oh
no!
In what world?
Never.
I guarantee you, there's someone who shipped Rachel. There's someone who shipped Rachel and Joey. There's someone listening.
Probably.
I liked that.
And maybe Ross is their favorite friend too.
Oh, no, you need to be in an institution. If Ross is your favorite friend, Jesus Christ, I don't want to know you.
Although now, of the friends that I would have sex with now, the 3 men, David Schwimmer, I think, is the best looking now. He's aged the best. I mean, Matt LeBlanc looks good too. But
I never really wanted to fuck any of them.
No. We always wanted to fuck, what's his name? Rachel's young boyfriend. Tad.
Oh, Tab.
Oh. Whatever
Eddie,
happened to that guy?
What's his name? He's around. He's aged, but he's around.
But that's what I feel like. Like maybe is Colin the Joey when, even though it's Gary,
that's a good analogy.
It is Gary and Daisy, Ross and Rachel.
Their end game.
Because it feels like their end game. Yes.
Yeah. No, I think that's a good analogy. I'm surprisingly, it's checking all the boxes for me.
You're shocked I came up with it, aren't you?
I'm shocking how cogent it is. Because it seems to be working on many levels. I don't know. I'll still try to dissect it. So, but I want to talk about the idea that, y'all, it's so obvious that Gary always sees Daisy as an option down the line, but he kind of messed up and says, there's great sexual tension between Daisy and I, and then we'll have sex and it'll be fine. And I kind of believe that. However, I think it could possibly make him actually have feelings for her.
Well, but
like strong feelings.
This isn't a spoiler, because if you've seen the episode, we see this season on, Gary says something like, "We had sex," and you see Daisy's reaction is very much kind of like when it reminded me a lot of one time when I would go out with you and you would start making this face that looked like you were trying. You looked like a toddler. You know when a toddler kind of walks away from a group, like when they're 2 and they're visibly pooping, but they don't want anyone to know it, they're pooping.
Yeah.
That's the face Poodle makes whenever he realizes that the guy he's been fucking has either a boyfriend or a husband, and that husband or boyfriend is there.
Like, I don't care if they have a boyfriend or husband, but if they're in the physical room,
they're in the bar, that's a problem.
Yeah. No, and I kind of go, ooh. She did have that. She did have that look.
She had that look.
Yeah.
Someone's looking at their toddler right now going, and little Jerome is shitting right now.
You're right. They do kind of walk off.
Yeah.
There's something animal that says I can't poop near someone. I need to go at least 10 feet off.
Yes, just I need to go and shit my pants. Oh, shit my. Did you watch Drag Race yet? We need to talk about that. This week.
Not yet.
Oh, never mind. I won't say anything.
I did see a clip of Jimbo tap dancing. And I squealed with delight.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the Snatch Game a lot, but I don't want to say it because there's a big spoiler, so be careful.
Oh.
So I would watch or avoid like the plague, or you're going to get spoiled by something.
All right.
RuPaul dies, just so you know, like on the show.
Oh, rest in power.
You know what? I shouldn't say that. Sissies just freak the fuck out.
Well, You may have ruined everything.
You know what? We're going to take a commercial and try to come back from that.
So let's get back to Daisy Gate.
Saloon. She did say. Did you hear her say saloon this episode? Yeah.
She says it in almost every episode when she's doing the tour. Here's the main saloon.
Makes you so happy.
The saloon.
Saloon. Did you, when you were a little kid, if people said words like interesting or weird, or if they had an accent, would you start like a parrot, start repeating it to them?
Who are you talking to? Of course I did. I do that now.
Did it just embarrass your mother?
Yes. Yes. Tapered, stop talking. I would make fun of people's accents. If it was different than a Southern accent, I would say it back to them. Or I would talk like they were.
That's another little book, When Little Poodle Learns How to Use His Inside Voice, Not on the Outside.
And sadly, he never learns that lesson. Even now. There was a moment where it was the most little poodle I ever was between the ages of basically between 3 and 8, maybe 3 and 7. I was extremely talkative. I would just go around. I would dance for people. I would play music. I would sing for people.
Aww.
And basically, I was my worst nightmare as an adult,
and then
as a child.
And then someone, when you were 7, called you faggot, and it all crashing down.
And then there's the time when a little gay boy becomes self-aware.
Yes,
little boys should act this way. That little
makes
boys
my stomach turn just thinking of it.
Act this way, and that's when I found my wishing well.
Yeah,
that's because I went inward. But that little child, that little Jaybird was just a chatterbox.
I know some sissies probably crying because you didn't get to experience your joy. But
it's fine. I had 4 years of it. It's better than a lot of people get.
Better than a lot. Mine, I was shut because I had an older brother who was self-aware. So when you have an older sibling, I think sometimes with the younger sibling, you become more self-aware younger because you have your brother.
Yeah. Well, I think there's certain things you didn't really perceive because I don't know if there was a lot of self-awareness going on from what you tell me.
Well, but I wanted to play Wonder Woman and all that kind of. I did a lot of things, though. I did a lot of things in secret. I remember doing that. Like I would play a lot in secret. Ironically, I mean, God, it just all fits. One of my favorite things to do was play in my closet.
That was my clubhouse was my mother's Tupperware closet. She's like, Cheaper, come out of that closet.
God, we're just walking stereotypes.
Bird, come out of that closet right now.
I organized your lids, Mama.
Chaper, did you draw pictures on my walls? Yes, I was trying to be Renee Magritte. I don't know who that is. That's the one who drew the pipe. Cecile Napoleon Pete. Jaybird, I don't understand what you're talking about half the time.
Boys don't know this, Jaybird. I'm scared.
I got to get you into soccer camp.
Y'all, try to get back to that childhood joy.
I agree.
Don McCoy once told me that, my friend that we talk about on the show. And she said, I feel like we're all just trying to get back to that joy
we are
when we were 5 and 6 years old.
That's like our show that we do together. That was kind of the predecessor of this podcast was Cabaret.
It was.
And we both said we have more joy doing that.
Yes, because it's what we wanted to do as little boys.
Yeah.
Little boys wanted to be older women. There you go.
The irony, so crushing.
All right, we're getting into therapy. We're going to call our therapist at BetterHelp and shut the fuck up and talk about Below Deck.
But I just want to say one last thing about the Colin. When Colin says, "I'm looking at your face now, mate. Is everything okay?"
Your
You
words
liked her?
are saying something. Your face is telling me.
Y'all, Colin is the opposite of Gary, because Colin actually believes in bro code. And even though single Colin might be more of a player, he's always going to care about the friends in his life more.
Yes.
And Gary is a child and can only go from the impulses, because when he sees Daisy being with someone, he's like, oh, that last marble that I've been saving that I thought I would use last. The one that I always thought was maybe the one for me, but I was afraid to use it.
You know what I wrote?
Because I would be afraid I would lose it.
Mine knew that story I told of Aunt Peggy. Daisy is Gary's go-kart.
That is true.
He didn't ask for it.
That is so true. When he said, y'all, the most manipulative thing a man can do is say things like, well, maybe I was too scared. Because he's not actually saying it when he's talking to Daisy. Maybe I was too scared to talk, because maybe I was too much of a coward because I might feel rejected by you. And I got to say, this is a really toxic trait to have, to talk in maybes like this.
Explain just for people, like, what is the toxicness about that?
The toxicity is he's never saying it. The toxicity is, but Daisy is hearing it without the maybe. But Gary feels safe to say, well, maybe I thought that, and it's all kind of a game for him.
Yeah.
But he can say that. He can say that with honesty because it's got a maybe in front of it, so it doesn't matter. It's a hypothetical. But I'm saying that fucks with people's brains, especially someone like Daisy who just wants attention.
She does. Daisy, you know what? We obviously love Daisy and talk about her, but that we never
desperate to be loved.
She is desperate to be loved and desperate for attention.
Yeah, and that's why she's in service, because she gets immediate feedback.
Yeah. Is that why
I spent my life in service?
So that's why you still piano cat?
Yes, regardless of how much I'm making, I will never stop serving my public.
He gets immediate feedback, usually because there's electricity involved. So it's actual feedback. But, you know. Ding, 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 ding. Working.
My balls have never been the same.
Do you think, I'm just going to go through that and not try to think about it. Do you think, question, and this will be for those of you in, let us know on the social media or in the Patreon or Supercast comments. Do we think Colin would have backed down if Gary said, I do have feelings for her? Do you think? I think he would have tooed.
In a second. Because they're just kind of fucking around. Colin's fucking around till his next relationship. Yeah. He's a relationship guy. Sadly. Yeah.
All right. I have a tea bag.
He's having a good time. And then Daisy and Colin kind of rubbed on each other and both of them are enjoying it. Do I think Colin's actually who Daisy needs or wants? No. But she's enjoying the attention.
I guess this really isn't a new tea bag because I think it kind of goes along with this. And to top it all off, not only is his go-kart being driven away by someone else, the go-kart that he had that he thought he could always go back to and ride doesn't want to have anything to do with him and completely acts like a motherfucking boss.
Just shuts him down, says, I'm only interested in casual sex. And I went, thank you. That's why you're my hero.
I'd say this now. If you are a woman, a single woman dating the world, be a Mads.
Be a Mads.
Be a Mads.
Be a Mads.
Oh, I thought you were going to do a whole thing.
No. Done.
Well, I'm glad I just jumped in to back up and you just left me hanging.
That's what you do.
That's what Poodle does. I'll be in live shows sometimes. I'll be performing. He'll just walk off the stage. And he's like, I'm done. And I'm just standing there dancing like an idiot.
Leaving you mid-scene.
Yes.
Leaving you on stage. I lost interest. I'm a very giving scene partner until I'm not.
So did you see, though, Matt's reaction whenever Gary came in to, like, flirt with her at night? And she literally was like, what are you doing waking me up? What are you doing here?
You didn't say goodnight to me. And that's how fragile Gary's sense of self is.
Yeah.
That's what is. Yeah, you can say he's a pig. You can say he's a child because he's all those things. But he's fucking fragile.
He is.
And that's the craziest thing. He's so worried about what people think about him. Yeah. He's also really 32 fucking years old. Which is kind of old to be behaving that way.
Kinda?
Yeah. Well, I was kind of like that early 30s.
That's different. We're gay.
That's true.
We have a delayed adolescence. Yeah, we have a delayed adolescence, so.
Oh, just wanted to be prom queen.
Instead, you were not even prom queen, just a queen. Just a queen. Who knew Captain Glenn had an afro?
That was every time we learn more about him and the obsession with donkeys. He's talked about donkeys before.
Okay, funny you brought this up because I put on my therapist hat a little bit and did some digging.
Oh, no.
And so, well, first of all, as soon as he said donkey, I went, hee-haw, hee-haw. Yes, you dream about me?
We've had a lot of donkey content lately on our pod with Miss Debbie and her donkey.
Yes. And now we have Gino starting to like. Gino likes our little memes as well. So who knows? Before the 90 days, it's going to be a great season. But so he had a dream a donkey was trying to kill him, correct?
Yes.
That's what he said. So I looked this up. And so if you dream of a donkey chasing you, it means desire. And that you will urge for something in your personal life. And that there's a possibility of someone special in your life coming in, and there will be love and passion in your life. Now,
he's married, though.
Well, but he said the donkey was trying to kill him. So that seems more aggressive. So I couldn't find that. But what if a donkey was like biting you or attacking you? And it means non-cooperation. There is a possibility of non-cooperation with colleagues. You will not get anything with ease in your personal and professional life. And so I want to know maybe if this is a foreshadowing that shit's going to hit the fan for the crew.
This is all a bunch of BS, right?
No, it's dream analysis. This is fucking Freud. Just the father of psychology.
So Freud talked about donkeys.
Yeah.
Need to move on. I just can't. No.
If we have any sissy dream analysis, I need to ask more questions about Captain Glenn, but I'm not there, so I can't.
I need to also talk about. It's been brought up before, usually by me, that I'm always disgusted when a bunch of when a bunch of women are ogling the male crew and say, "Come up here, where are the boys? These boys are good looking. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a good looking crew." Because if you just switch the genders, it would be repulsive, and everyone could agree with that. Mm-hmm. But they were basically saying, "Bring up the boys for us to look at. Bring the boys up. We can pick which one's our favorite and defile them." That's kind of what it felt like.
Yeah. No, it was gross. And their favorite was Chase because, of course, he just
says
reminded
yes,
him,
ma'am, and no, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, and no, ma'am. Mm-hmm. Just remind him of the man they had at home. Y'all, it was gross when they requested he come and sit up in the hot tub.
Yeah. I think it's not gross just because the men are happy to do it. I think that's the other thing. A lot of the argument people push back on. They're like, well, the men don't seem to have a problem with it. Well, it still makes it gross. It's still gross.
But if you were working on this ship and you had to get a large tip, what would you do?
I would totally work it, but it still makes it gross.
I would work it too. In fact, if I was Chase and I looked like Chase, I would have gone to that hot tub without my shirt on.
Oh, me too. I would have been down in that hot tub.
Oh, yes.
I would have
Yes.
been down in that hot tub saying, "Can I rub your shoulders?"
Yes. I'd be rubbing those women's shoulders. Yes. Give me that money.
Any arthritis I can help?
Yeah.
Can I adjust someone's hip while you're here?
Yeah. Is your inner thigh tight? Let me just rub right there.
Anyone got any Asper cream I can rub on them?
Ooh, you got a real hitched up psoas.
I got an extra Boniva. Who wants it? Who wants an extra Boniva?
And they're just in the hot tub, and he's just like feeding them like seals. So they're like, me.
Barking for that Boniva. I forgot to take mine today.
And then someone had one of those Jamie Lee Curtis yogurts, and they actually shit the hot tub. Clean up. What is it? Oh, Activia. Remember where you were when you saw that Kristen Wiig commercial?
Oh, so good.
Oh,
the sketch, yeah. So, anyway, the last little bit, I think I was basically. Oh, the one other little moment I want to talk about is when you can just tell this is a really common occurrence when they're sleeping, and Colin looks up at Gary, who's snoring, and hits him in the face and says, "Stop snoring." And Gary just goes, "Thank you," and turns around.
I thought that was such like their relationship is so sweet in some ways, but I thought Poodle and I have been friends a lot longer than, and I said, if I hit Poodle in the face with a pillow because he was snoring, he would come up out of that bed. I would be so upset.
I would be very angry at you.
I don't think I would be happy either if someone just smacked me in the face with a pillow.
I think they're used to putting up with more than we do.
Yeah, we might be a little more sensitive than they are.
I think that's all I basically have. I don't even want to talk about the toilets not flushing. That was gross. I was actually a little grossed out that I saw shit encrusted toilets.
Well, then you couldn't have been a son of a plumber.
I couldn't have. I'm very aware.
I look at that and I just see money paid for my undergraduate degree. That's all I see. Well, Matthew, everybody's going to got to keep shitting. I got job security, son.
Do you have anything else? That's all I have.
On that note, no, I don't have anything else. That has been your Below Dick. Below Dick.
One thing I want to say, were you okay with the Chase apology to Lucy?
Yeah, actually,
it was fine. But she, at one point, I liked it. The last thing she says, he's like, "You want to hug it out?" She's like, "I'm not a hugger, but okay."
I love her too. I actually think it was sincere.
Yeah.
So
I just hope he doesn't do it again.
Exactly. Yeah. What if Chase gets hotter? What if he does something that makes it turn around? Because we both would say we would fuck him, but not really. But now we don't even want to bone him.
No, I kind of want to watch him get fucked.
I would, you know what? Either that, I would love to see him edged. That'd be great.
Yeah. I think I'd want to.
On Chaos Man.
We're doing exactly what those women did. The old women. We need to end the show and go.
All right, everybody. That's the show. We're going to leave you on that. Until next time, go to realitygaze.com. We can find out information. If you want to subscribe to RG Plus, you can subscribe there as well. Let us know what you think. Remember, is Colin a stand-up guy? Would he have backed off? Let us know on social media and Instagram, or on Twitter. We're on that, or wherever on the Facebook group. Our Sissy Squad, our private Facebook group.
Yeah, we have fun in there.
We do, about 10,000 people strong. So that's twice the size of Lone Grove, Oklahoma. That's bigger than Pickens.
It is. It's just, I think Pickens is a little bigger, unfortunately.
I mean, almost how big's Greenville?
Like 70,000.
Oh, that's a lot. We're not there yet. All right, everybody.
More than that. I think there's more than that people in there.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week. Until then, it's what, Poots?
Anchors are gay.